Hello, this is Todd with Gravitate Online. I hope you're doing really well. Today, I wanted to go over a recent question I got from a client about site navigation. Which types of navigations are really frowned upon for SEO, and what's the best application for a user-friendly and search engine-friendly navigation for an entire website? And I first wanted to go over two big don'ts in the SEO world if you're creating the navigation for a website. The first one is really an easy one. Any SEO out there will be able to spot this from a mile away, and that is where Flash is used, especially when in determining the navigation for the entire site. As you can see, this is a really attractive site right here, Casemate. I do all kinds of really cool cases for your mobile phones. You design them yourself. Really slick site as I come through here. Sharp, a lot of good Flash animation and whatnot. But the actual navigation, although quite elegant in the way it's laid out, all this text here in no way lets Google or Bing or any of those guys know what pages are included in your site. So if I try to view the source, right click here to view my source, all I'm going to see is my Adobe Flash Player indicator there. So if I can't get in and view the source, then you know that Google's crawlers can't do it as well. Another example of this that I saw, actually one of my favorite design firms, Design of Today. These guys are super creative, and they just do the coolest, just really creative type stuff. So their navigation, as you can see, really reflects their brand. So you come in and see, some of the work that they've done. If I actually scroll down and want to see their actual site navigation, a little bit further down here, just trying to get it in my window here, you're going to see it's down here. I click on the lost. There's my site navigation. I right click. It's all in Flash. And as you probably know, with Flash, all that navigation is created in ActionScript within Adobe Flash, but then it's compiled and compressed, so it's kind of kept in this container, just this self-contained silo that crawlers can't get into. So really a no-no for site navigation. If you're going to do Flash on your site, do them in small little sections, but include your navigation and your content in areas of your site that can be actually read and seen. Another big no-no for search engine optimization is the use. It's just a really archaic method for creating site navigation, and it's the use of tables. Now, this site right here, really great company here, but if I come up to their navigation right here, and then I want to actually come in and inspect my element using Firebug. And if you don't know how to use Firebug, I just did a post on it the other day. But some really cool features here where I can actually inspect the element. And so here I am looking at their local button here on their on Firebug, and looking at the code itself. And as you can see, it's created in tables. I've got my TDs. If I were to scroll up here, I'd see, yeah, there we go. There's my table. It's created with a table. Tables just create really cluttered code. You're adding in just a lot of garbage that Google's got to sift through. But another no-no here is the actual text here. As you can see, when I hover over the code, Firebug makes it really nice so I can actually see the image that shows up. So they're using tables and images. So tables are bad because the code is cluttery. Really, it makes the page load more slowly. It clutters up the code. But then look here, they're actually using images with the phrase local or packing supplies here. If I wanted to come in and view where that source is, packing supplies, that might be a really fantastic keyword, but Google can't read it because it's in an image. So those are a couple of no-nos. Now I want to show you what to do. And CNN's a really nice example here because, these guys just have a ton of content. And so I come in here, inspect the element in Firebug, and let's take a look at their code. They're utilizing two different things. One thing you'll see here is the usage of divs, creates cleaner code. And then within the div, they're actually doing a ULLI, and that's just an unordered list. Anyone that knows HTML will tell you here that's an unordered list. So you just create the list in your HTML, and then you use your CSS right here to actually style it. So if I want to see what that CSS looks like, I can come over here. So let's come here to my entire navigation div here, and there it is right here. See how I hover over this div, and above you see that entire navigation highlights. So let's click over here, and I can actually see the CSS in Firebug, which is nice. Here's the CSS, some of the CSS that's actually adding a lot of the styling. So here you can see the colors, you can see the border colors here, how it's displayed, any kind of padding that's included there. So all of that is in a separate file in the CSS that's being called in by our HTML code. So that makes it really nice. It's separating this so your page is going to load quickly. It's really user friendly up here. You can see that search engines, as I come into these and come right into this bullet point, because each one of these LIs is a bullet point, I can see where it's calling my CSS. But look at this. Search engines can read that. It says politics. That's a keyword that CNN obviously wants to rank for, and it's being displayed nicely in their navigation. So really good example of how to create SEO friendly navigation. Avoid flash, avoid tables and images, utilize HTML with your unordered lists, and then use CSS to call in the styles, and don't use images. Make sure that text right there can be read. That's it. If you have any questions, just give us a holler here at Gravitate Online. Sure appreciate it.